Right. Could this bat be a flex or is it... Oh.
Alright, it's the KP Visage, so they just want to ball up.
Or it removes a lot of pressure from him in terms of being a shot caller and the gameplay. Yes. So I expect if he can actually play the hero pool, it might work out well for him as KP is
KP,
low.
he had magic wand charges. Is that going to be enough? Oh, the final arrow comes in, and Teehee managed to snatch the first blood. What are he going to do, you know?
I mean, there's some truth in that. It could be a team MO thing. Chains into the arrow will land. Just
Very nice. Charge comes through, but disruption very well timed by Bumpy. He's actually going to be on the other side of the cliff, surrounded by his own illusions. I believe he is just dead. Beautiful setup from Xerxia, and this is kind of like is that Rapido didn't always get the most farm out of his lane. So you know, if your support's away anyway, make plays happen. Rapido is going to die. We'll do him over and over again. You know, they got a one-off. Nice slight chains. Once again, landing. Carl getting low. The charge is going to be able to come in to break things up a little bit.
It's a big rune to get.
Trying to go for the DD, and he gets it onto JG. Turns around, activates that DD, starts putting in the work up against Tims, who only has level 1 charge. So he is definitely dying. Bumpy actually stealing away the last hit. I don't know if he thought the charge was coming up sooner than it was, or if he really just wanted that last hit. But now, another slight chains and another arrow. Bosku will now be dying. Yeah, KP is here protecting it, though. And without lead charges, looks like a Mirana's going to die. And so they not only get the Wisdom Room, and they get a little bonus here as well. There is actually a hard cam stack. It is being stolen away by Carl.
One of the biggest losers of DPC so far in this tour, across all the regions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like one of those heroes with like the 30 or so games with like a 35% win rate or something. Like it's pretty rough. So these types of kills where you're getting big core kills straight into the power room, you got first phase, right? Like when you first phase this hero, I don't think a lot of teams are willing to play him safe lane, or it's just not good enough with the XP split. And then this hero has a lot of really bad matchups that just put him so far behind. Birds are up.
What a punish for taking the hard cam stack. Blacklist bringing both their mid and top to sandwich in on one spot. And they're going to give Carl the recovery CS here on Bumby.
That should help.
Stolen in his face.
It's got a leap. He really holding on to it. Does leap down to low ground. Actually gets himself stuck in the trees. But now, like Tim's, is going to come looking for him. So
many spells off as you can in a fight, and being tanky as hell. And this hero does that very well in the current form. As another arrow will land.
Another slight chains that Carl almost falls to. They don't want to overcommit here. It looks like JG starts chasing after him. Charge on the other side, though. He's going to be able to catch Bombi. Bombi not dead yet. Disruption does save him, but KP is going to drop the birds on them both. They have detection. Okay, finally dropped it. Catches one. Rapido, still another sentry out there, so he's going to be walking through it for a while. Arrow comes through, but it's maybe enough to save him. Oh, the Moonlight Shadow is going to be wearing out now. He popped the wand. He gets invis for a little bit, but now the Moonlight Shadow is truly worn out, and he falls. Being able to go top and slow down whatever push is happening there, and they're actually putting real pressure on the tier 2 on the other side of the map. Charge is going to come through. Tim's completing that charge. Didn't expect that. His team is going to come in and try and rescue him out here, but Tim still dies. Young God going to reset off his ultimate. While Carl waiting on the side here, looking for an opportunity, but he just has the Octarine core, so not an easy way to make his way into the team fight to start.
I mean, this is not a game Tims can casually poke charge in. He's playing versus double long-term purge. Like Shadow Demon and Doom both destroy this hero, so you have to respect it, especially Shadow Demon. I think Shadow Demon was one of the old school. He was one of the biggest counters that developed versus the Core Spear Breaker in that TI patch, if you remember. Now they're just going to get the
KP did not expect the rotation behind the tier 2. That was nasty, but it looks like it may not work out as the lasso pullback here. Rapido going to purge himself, trying to get rid of these sticky napalm stacks. He's got another one, but a lot of damage coming his way. Gets up to the high ground, put a charge. Hits him finally. Tim's able to beat him down. They do get the trade-off. The Spirit Breaker gets blown up in return, but
Xerxia just going to run straight back bottom. Instantly find Carl off that ward. I think he's getting caught.
Disruption is there in time.
Wow, what a valuable observer. really paid off this play. I think it is a good play based on how their lineup works. And they have Blink Aetherlights on Bombi. Like, he's really far into the Shadow Demon. He can aggressively get disruptions on Medusa, help his cores out. Crimson Pipe, tanky Doom.
Guido was maybe baiting a little bit, but he bait too hard though. Already down to half health. The Crimson Guard doing a lot of work of protecting him against this damage with the charge through the side. Tim's hits 2 and finishes off 1 while the Shadow Demon quickly dies. Still working on Raven though. Mana Shield finally down. Young God committing for the kill. But he's not going to get it. He dies. Blacklist Rivalry play that fight apparently to perfection. I don't know how nobody really died in that. I thought Xerxia had some good momentum going, but that fight, not theirs for the taking, it seems. JG's going to be run down underneath the tier 2. The only survivor is going to be Captain Teehee. Are here to defend.
Mirana ult was just too early. They can't use it to engage now.
Yeah.
Pretty awkward. Gonna have to find another angle. And this is in front of an observer. Invisible charge.
Got him. Got him on the lasso. Still those saves. Maybe Crimson Guard. And he gets a jump away, but he jumped back in. Oh no, the Remnant. He didn't want to jump away too far. Now has another slight, gives a little distance, but he's running out of Remnant. And he does die, but he does have a Remnant out if he wants to buy back. And he's going to do just that to join in the fight.
It's a must-win fight.
Low, very, very low. Disruption, and is going to be caught now. Blacklist.
Arrow lands.
That was an okay fight for them, but the buyback makes things so much worse as they're going to be able to run down all of these heroes now. How did that Ember survive through that initiation?
This is where I'm saying the damage outside of Raven. This lineup does not do that great. Your pocket can be huge here. Like, you can redirect some very clutch spell onto you, right?
Yeah, redirect Doom onto you.
They're gonna find the jump on the Shadow Demon, the best goddamn target they could find.
They need to have a dodge to be able to save him. The Slark actually bailed him out with the shard. They do have the Doom out onto KP at the same time. Spirit Breaker, Tim's going to TP out and charge back into this fight. JG trying to chase after him with the shield rune, going for the Visage and the push him off finally. The Doom is successful. The Stolen Doom turned back around onto Rapido, but that's okay. The team seemingly already have won the fight and just cleaning up some of the scraps. Carl, he'll die to the slight. Everybody else from the side of Blacklist had to retreat.
You just have no vision either.
Yeah.
That is another issue. Mirana ult plus Gem on Slark is destroying your map right now, and there's an easy Doom on the Medusa.
Urge and Doom all, and the arrow on top of that one. The Medusa is super dead. Without the Medusa, as you said, that's most of their damage. Double damage for JG going to work as well. They're going to hit the back line. The Rubik's going to die. Bosku, the second to fall in this team fight. Don't want to dive in too deep, though. They'll respect the tier 3 tower. Well, JG's just going to keep pushing. He's like, all right, you guys let me know when you need me. I'm going to keep hitting this this mid lane. Okay, now he's going to jump over. Young God getting closer to a fight. Another ward, dewarded. Arrow lands beautifully, sets it up. The Lincolns, they break through it, try and get off the Doom. The telekinesis stops him for now. They have the beautiful Sword Shard, the Depth Shroud helping him out quite a bit. Raven's burned through most of his mana already, and my game crashed, so it looks like Young God hit. Yep. I'm not the only one. So, still like 4,000 HP, effective HP to go on. It looks like Young God, okay, he did manage to get on both the Purge and his ultimate. They used the Doom on a KP instead.
His charge
is go for him, but it's hard to be able to go. Oh, he managed to finish him up. Both the supports dying as a result. And Young God, well, it looks like the Ember Spirit's going to be able to chase after no problem. They're going to leave Raven for last, it looks like, as even the Bat Rider coming into the mix, trying to catch Bombi, but with the Deuce gone, so goes the damage, and Young God will clean up Carl as well. And that is effectively the game right there.
There wasn't much in terms of the Breaker and the Bat combining for any kills. And again, I think
because the Bat couldn't have a game in the first place. Seeing no time in eating them immediately. Oh, they found him. Disruption only lasts so long. The Purge, BKB, charge away. He's so slow.
He's charging.
The Purge is going to run out eventually.
He's charging.
It's the Doom on it. All right. You definitely implied it, but that's fine.
It's okay,
I'll take it.
We know that you only play high skill heroes like Omni Knight and Clockwork Goblin.
I am trying out Omni because I think Omni Knight is broken.
Oh, he has Aegis though.
He does have Aegis, and he does have both of his ults. He's got that one right there with the Shadow Dance. He's going to jump over the side. Still has Depth Shroud to work with as well if he wants to pop it. Ooh, save the disruption. Has a chance here. Gets off the depth shroud, sits around there, pounces down to the low ground where he kills Tims.
How the hell does he get out of there?
Smooth moves and a save from Bombi.
I guess you just always blink in, cleanse them, or disrupt them and reset. And what do you do after that? That's Stone Gaze down. Do it for Lasso here.
They do have Lasso, and they spotted the Shadow Demon again. Carl finding the right kind of initiation. The Shadow Demon is already dead, and they turn to the Demonic Cleanse back around with Ruby Save, but Medusa just gets run down. There's too much damage. Even when we get the right initiation, it's not enough.
Got melted, man. Diffuse on Morana, making me eat my words.
How much damage do you do in that fight?
1,400, absolutely nothing. Charge gonna come through. Try and find something off the 5 buybacks here for Blacklist cap.
I mean, he's still working with an Aegis. I kind of feel like they could win this fight, but there's no point in taking it. So selfless. They're just thinking, well, I have a shard, but I'm sure somebody else on my team needs one. They probably just didn't realize.
What if when you have 5 shards, it takes one away from the enemy?
Radiant's courier has been
There's an idea.
Well, Tims is almost done with his Aghanim Scepter. He's real close.
Where's the Divine for Raven?
Stone Gaze. Okay, reset. Well, I think they lost it with the buyback, you know.
Wait, he bought? Did it die on Courier? It died on Courier. Oh, no.
How much longer till his Courier's back up? They're going to need it. They got the initiation onto the Doom of all heroes, which is pretty decent if they can actually keep him here. The damage is so damn slow, though. Raven's having a hard time putting it out there. They finally drop the Doom, trying to get out. All right. Oh, they got the a little bit. Slark, Young God. Oh, he just barely gets off the depth shroud. He lives. They charge on through again, trying to finish him off. He's still not dead. Another round of dukes. It's not going to be good enough. The Visage can't quite kill him. KP going to be chased down. JG finishes him off, and Remnant starts sliding away with the disruption onto Raven 2, limiting the damage, turning the Medusa's illusions back around on him.
I think they wore out a lot here from Xerxia. Raven's still alive, but he's not doing any damage, to be honest. He needed that Divine. Maybe you can win that fight if you have Divine, but without it, throwing pebbles at a train, man.
Still another minute until it's up. His Courier, that is.
Yeah, well, a minute is Mega's here.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. They were already kind of settling in to play up against Megas, so.
That's true. That's where this team hits their stride. 30 seconds for the Courier.
Can they keep this up? Hold out long enough for the Divine Rapier to come and deploy. 15 seconds. A little bit of pressure there. Throw the Doom out onto Tims. Quickly kill him. They get a force stamp into the fountain. Young God's going to chase after him.
Safe nowhere.
Raven will die before he can get his Divine Rapier. Now that is just sad.
That is sad, man. Divine Rapier will never see the light of day, and it respawns once he's dead.
He ends the game with a Divine Rapier, which is rare.
That's true.
To say you could pull that off.
Can anybody out there